What is up, everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here. Here to now, we're going to do the test hands of the fabled darkworld deck. Now, okay, before that, I found my last three monsters from my extra deck because I was looking through my folder and I found them. So, yeah. So, I'll explain to them. So, the fabled Kurdabari, the fabled Unicorn, and Bryanok the Ice Barrier. Well, then, the fabled Kurdabari, fabled tuner, and it's based on one of these effects, which is based on how many cards you have in your hand. If you have 0 cards in your hand, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If you control 3 or more, destroy this card at the end phase. So yeah, 1 or 2 does not matter. The fabled Unicorn. While you control your opponent, the same number of cards in your hand negate all spell, trap cards, and effect monsters activated by your opponent. Destroy them pretty much, yeah, by your opponent, and destroy that spell, trap monster. All right, Bryanok. This card was banned because of the effect, which is you can discard any number of cards to your graveyard, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls. Return those cards to the hand. You can only use the effects of Bryanok once per turn. All right. Tell you the truth, this is the first way of how the Bryanok. I only have the first way. There's a second. Now, the only reason why this came back is because there's a second version of this card. What I mean by that, the effect is different now. Nobody really uses Bryanok anymore, but the only reason why I would use it is because, yeah, what I said the effect is. Which is now, the effect is of Bryanok, because they renamed this effect, which is you can discard any number of cards to the graveyard to target the same number of cards on the field, return those cards to the hand. Pretty much the same thing, except what I said was it is not once per turn. Same effect. Discard any number of cards to the graveyard, but it is not once per turn. When they brought out the first Bryanok, it was once per turn, but then they changed it and it came back because, yeah, everyone wanted Bryanok back at the time when Bryanok was banned. So Konami did, all right, we'll bring this card right back since everyone wants it, but we're going to change the effect. So it's not once per turn. I just have the original way. I don't have the pretty much, yeah. So now it's the new Bryanok, which is not once per turn, but the same effect of, yeah, discarding cards from your hand. But it is not once per turn. All right, then. So let's get on with the deck now. So yeah, I'm just showing you the last 3 extra cards that I put in the extra deck. I just told you. I barely found it in my folder. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So these were my last 3 cards. And yeah, it's 15 cards in the extra deck. All right, so let's get on with the deck now. Brow, Darkworld Dealings, Torrential Tribute, Silva, Chris, and a Brow. All right, best thing to do, you're going to go Darkworld Dealings first. Now, pretty much the only minus thing is that, of course, your opponent's going to draw a card as well. So hopefully, yeah, what they draw is possibly not going to be a card, or what they have in their hand, it's going to be something you do not want to deal with. So draw. Snow. All right. Now you must discard one. You can go for an extra card to draw. Special summon. You do not have a Fabled in here, so I would not go Fabled Chris. But I would go with Snow. Because when Snow sent to the graveyard, By card effect, search for anything that is called darkworld. Gates of the Darkworld is what I would go with. So activate Gates of the Darkworld. Now I'm going to use Gates of the Darkworld's effect, which is you remove from play a fiend, move it from play, and then discard one fiend type monster from your hand. And you're going to be able to draw cards. So you can draw up to 2 cards, or discard your Silva. And when Silva is discarded by a card effect, you special summon Silva. And then draw 1 card. Ganasha, okay. Now you could have drawn 2 cards, or I would just, because you want a monster out, because if you're going first, you want a monster out. So set your torrential. Now Silva's at 23. No, not 23. So now it's at 26 because Gates of the Darkworld, for all fiends, they gain 300. Maybe you want to summon out a Ganasha then. Okay, Ganasha's a beast, so it will not gain the 3, but maybe you just want to have another monster on the field, or just set, whatever. I'm just going to have a monster on the field. Or I'll keep Ganasha in my hand and just have Silva on the field. So it's at 26 now because of Gates. So I'll pass, and my turn. So then, of course, yeah, whatever comes down to, rather if you have Silva or nothing's going to be played on you, well then, okay. End of your opponent's turn, draw. Another Gates of the Darkworld. Okay. Pretty much you're a little stuck right there. Because, yeah, you don't have another fiend. So hopefully Silva stays, and then maybe, yeah, you want to summon out your Ganasha. Draw Fabled Chris. Okay, so yeah, you get the idea. You need a Fabled in the graveyard. Or just, yeah, I showed you the little effect about what Gates of the Darkworld does. So yeah, sometimes you can get a little bad hand or somewhat of a good hand. Like, yeah, you just saw, but it was just like a 1-play little thing you can do. You can't really do anything else. All right, then. Another Brow. Silva. My God, what am I getting? A Snow. A Gold now. And another Snow. Come on, make this a good draw. Thunderbird, okay. Now, of course, your only option is Thunderbird. Now, if I'm correct, this is not really a cost. If it was a cost, well then, yeah, any of your Dark Worlds are not going to be effects. Now, I don't know exactly how that goes, but let's just say it's not a cost. If it is, then my mistake. If you guys know it, and if it was not a cost, okay, then yeah. Okay, 6 cards. This is your 6. Let's see what the draw would be. Ah, okay. That's bad then. It was 6. And then, yeah, okay, that was a huge bad hand right there. Unless you were able to play any of those other Dark Worlds. All right, so if I'm wrong that, yeah, that's not a cost. That's a cost, but I played it as not a cost. I'm sorry about that. I just haven't really played Dangers lately. And then I guess I forgot if it's a cost or not. If it is, well then, that was a horrible hand. If it wasn't, and then hopefully, yeah, that was not the 6 and it was any other card, well then possibly, yeah. Special summon the Ninja. And then, of course, yeah. Yeah, the dangers, and then hopefully special summon any of the dark worlds. So, horrible hand right there it was. Fabled Grimro. Book of Moon. Gates of the Dark World. Another Gates of the Dark World. And a Compulse. Wow, only Grimro? And the Cerebro. Alright. Set. Summon Cerebro. When you control, when you have a Fabled on the field, okay, then discard Grimro because, yeah, you must control a Fabled on the field. Search for any Fabled. Say anything else? Now, this was a normal summon, so cannot special summon anything else. Maybe just, yeah, Gates, but of course, yeah, this is not a Fiend, but who cares? At least just have something out. So yeah, whenever it comes down to, hopefully you can book or compulse, and hopefully your Cerebral stays. So let's just say book. Draw. Cerebral. Okay. Maybe Ganesha then. Synchro into a 5. You can go Reagan or Hyper Librarian. So Hyper Librarian is first. We'll go with that first, okay? So draw. Okay, gold. Maybe, okay, yeah, get rid of a Fiend because of Gates of the Dark World. Discard a Fiend. Special summon gold. Draw 1 card because of Gates. Dark World Dealings. Okay. Activate Dark World Dealings. Draw. Discard a card. Let's go draw 2 cards because 1. Well, just draw another card because of Dark World. Draw. All right. Activate another Gates. So activate the effect once again. It's for Cerebro. So special summon. So get rid of Lurie. Special summon Lurie when it's discarded. Draw another card because of Gates. Draw Snow. Normal summon the Cerebro. Oh God. Okay. Let me see. That's 6. So 5, 7, 8. So synchro to an 8. Valkyrius. Now, as long as you have Hyper Librarian on the field every single time, anytime a synchro monster was played, rather by your opponent or you get to draw a card for Hyper Librarian. Draw. Book of Moon. Okay. All right. Good right there. So yeah, Valkyrius on the field, Hyper Librarian. So, end of your turn, maybe compulse your opponent. Now remember, a Link monster, you cannot Book of Moon, but you can compulse if you can target them. So, draw Raigeki. Okay. Gates of the Dark World, get rid of a Fiend. I would say get rid of Lurie. You do not want to get rid of gold. discard snow. So before using gates, so first go with snow's activation, which is so let's go with the card effect first of snow. I'm gonna go with Grapha. Why Grapha? Okay. Maybe that was a bad idea, but you know, sometimes you might just want to go with it. All right then. Maybe Raigeki if you need to. All right. Draw. Compulse. Gates. Get rid of snow. Send away Grapha. Pop a card your opponent controls because of Grapha. Draw because of Gates. Kanasha. Okay, now here's when it's going to be good right here to do. You're going to go Valkyrius' effect. Once per turn, you can discard one Fiend. Then draw one card. Or let me rephrase that. Let me redo this because I forgot about Gates effect. remove a Fiend, right? All right. This time you're gonna want to get rid of gold. Send away Kanasho. Draw your card. Okay, yeah, compulse. So yeah, you get the idea of what I mean. Or you could go Valkyrius' effect, you know, just whatever you're gonna do. Snow. Gates. All right, Rainbow this time. Torrential. Chris. Compulse. All right, best thing. Set these. Maybe you want to go Gates or maybe not yet, and then just pass or just set the snow. Just end your turn from there. Whatever you play, it's whatever you play. Let's just say Torrential this time. Okay, then get rid of. Draw. Gates. Okay. Remove from play. Send away your Brow. Draw your one card because of Gates. Ganasha. Okay. Summon out Brow. But then Brow back to your hand. Special summon your Rainbow. End your turn. Now, this is a Fiend, so gain the 300, so it's at 33, not 3,000. End of your turn. Okay, yeah. Compulse. Torrential. Okay, set. You have a good option right there. Draw. Yeah, compulse. So that's how it goes a bit when it comes down to the Grapha and the Rainbow when you have it in your graveyard. And then yeah, when I had Grimro, yeah, that was playing Grimro's effect. When you have a Snow, Fabled Cerebral, Darkworld Dealings, Grimro, and a Brow. All right, that's the 3. I mean, that's the 5. Draw, Ganasha. Okay. Darkworld Dealings. Let's draw a card. And let's see what's gonna be. Compulse. Discard one. All right. Let's go with. Oh my goodness! Wow. I'm gonna go with Snow. So first, search for anything that's called Darkworld. Darkworld Dealings. I mean, Gates of the Darkworld. Let's see. Remove from play. I will throw away Snow. I mean, get rid of the Brow. Because, okay, then. You're going to draw one card and then draw another card for Brow. So 1 and 2. Whoa, okay. Set the Compulse. Cerebral. When you control Fabled, send away the Grimro. Search for anything that is called Fabled. Chawa. Now I'll use Chawa's effect. Discard 2 Fableds. So 1 Fabled, including another Fable. You special summon. And when this is special summoned, by a card effect, you special summon. 3 Cerebral, a Chawa, and a Ganasha. Well then, you got a lot of options. You can synchro for a 4, or you can synchro for a 5. I'm going to synchro for a 5. Now, okay. When special summon, remove from play, gets discarded. Okay. I'm going to go for a 5. Hyperlibrian, once again. Synchro for a 6 now. Going to Bryanok. Discard as many. Remember, this is not once per turn. Even though if I have the old one, it's once per turn. Send away these 2. Special summon. It is a sea serpent, so it's not a... Of course, yeah, doesn't count. But now I have these 2 out, so 26, 26, and 23. All right, so we're good right there. Grapha is in my hand. All right. This is not once per turn. Even though it says once per turn, that's the old way. So if it came to, yeah, the end of my turn, because yeah, if you're gonna compulse a monster, okay, that would be the end of my opponent's turn. Remove from play a so yeah, it would be Brow, discard, send away Grapha. All right. Okay. Draw. All right, Gates of the Darkworld. Silva back to my hand. Special summon Grappa. Play another Gates. Remove from play a Fiend, so get rid of Grimro. Send away Silva. Special summon Silva. Draw one card because of Gates. A Snow. $26, $26, $23, $3,000. Then if you drew, okay, yeah, darkworld dealings. Draw another card or get Snow. Or send away Snow, which I will do. Dang, what to get? You can get another Gates, or let's just say Rainbow this time. Wow, so yeah, you get the idea of how this works then. And then remember, it's not once per turn. This was just the old version of how the Bryonock is. It's not once per turn, even though if it says once per turn. And then, yeah, if you're able, see, yeah, it's like, you know, it's not easy to really bring out the Formula Synchron, going to Stardust, and then going to Shooting Star and Quasar Dragon. See, it takes time, but if you're able to pull it off, you're able to pull it off, because I have sometimes. So don't always think it's that easy, because it's not. But yeah, at least I was able to bring out, you know, Hyper Librarian. I was able to bring out Valkyries. So yeah, don't always think it's going to be easy, because it's not. All right, let's try one more time then. Let's see what's going to happen then. Darkworld dealings, torrential. Snow, torrential, a compulse. Draw. A fabled Chawa. Okay. Darkworld dealings is what you're going to want to go with. So, draw. Cerebral. Get rid of Snow. Search for anything that's called Dark World. Pretty much Gates of the Dark World. Activate. Set one torrential and a compulse. Keep one in your hand. Keep one. Send away, because of Chawa. Special summon when it gets spent, send away. When you throw away another Fable, you special summon. So 2 monsters out, a compulse and a torrential. Keep this one in your hand. Draw. Darkworld dealings. Okay. Activate and let's see what it's gonna be. Wow, okay. Torrential. Keep this in your hand because you do not know exactly what's gonna be your draw. So the end of your turn, okay, so yeah. In case if you can, you know, compulse, whatever it's gonna be, draw. Okay. Maybe do the effect first of drawing a card because of Gates. Ganasha, okay. Darkworld dealings. Draw. All right, then send away. Oh boy, what can you send away? Let's go Chawa this time. Special summon Chawa. Now, okay, Bigfoot. Let's see then. What's it going to be? 3. Okay, no. 2. So they got rid of Silva. Now you're going to special summon Silva. And then they got it wrong, so you special summon Bigfoot. And you draw 1 card. Compulse. Set it. So now you got a big, huge lineup right here. No cards in your hand, right? So let's synchro into a... Remember, remove from play, 1 special summoned. Into a 5, right? So this time, let's go Reagan. No cards in your hand, or at least you have 1. Draw until you have up to 2 cards. I have nothing in my hand, so I will be able to draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. Then, okay then. This is 8, so you can go into 9. All right. 6. Bryanak. Maybe just, yeah, get rid of Silva. Activate. Discard. Draw 1 because of Brow, and then draw another one because of Gates. So draw another 2 cards. 1 and 2. All right. Set the compulse. So yeah, you get the idea when you're playing Reagan. You have a huge big lineup right there. You know, compulse, whichever. Draw. Foolish Burial. Now this is why Foolish Burial. You can go Grapha, the Rainbow, or but I'm going to go Kashano instead. So first, send away the Brow. Move from play. Send away another Brow. Draw 1 card because of Brow, and then draw another one. So draw another 2 cards. Booking that. All right. Now I'm going to use Kashano's effect. When it's in the graveyard, you can discard 1 Fabled. Get Kashano to my hand. Then, when discarding, special summon. Summon out my Kashano. Now, Lurie, okay, let's just put in defense mode because that's a little monster. Now, I can go into an 8 if I wanted to, which I will. So, yeah, go into an 8. This time, Stardust Dragon. And then, yeah, set. Now, you're close to all you need is just 1 little more Cerebro. Okay. Put it, not the effect. Go Kashano's effect. Special. Now, synchro. Now, okay, synchro into an 8, but I'm going to go with Bryonox effect. Valkyries. Valkyries. Send away one fabled and get another fabled to my hand. How did I have it? So yeah, you send away to draw one card. I did not even use Gates effect yet. So remove from play. Send away Snow. Get a darkworld card. Let's go Grapha. And then draw a card for Gates. Oh, here we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. Play the Gates. Move from play Snow. Discard one, right? Discard Chris. Draw Chris. Special summon one out. There we go. Synchro into a 2. Formula Synchron. Draw one card for Formula Synchron. Brow. Valkyries' effect. All right. To get Kashano back to your hand. I didn't even use Valkyries yet. And then when I threw away Kashano, special summon, Kashana. Now Valkyries, discard a Fiend, which was, Kashano. Draw one card because of, you discard one. Oh, boy, right here. Synchro summon. Into Shooting Star Dragon. So you get the idea. And sometimes, yes, you might be lucky to bring out Shooting Star Dragon. Of course, these effects... So sometimes, yes, you might be lucky into making it. And then if you can, Shooting Quasar, that might take a while, but yeah, I was lucky right there to bring out Shooting Star Dragon. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I will speak to y'all later. Peace.